Hey folks, welcome back to the program. This is Chris. Well, I'm not live. This is recorded. Usually it's live.
Recorded.
It's recorded. Oh my goodness, almost said live. And we're not
in beautiful Cape Town.
Well, yeah, down here at Gordon's Bay. You can see it up there on the back there. Now that doesn't stand for Gordon, though. People don't know that. A lot of people. It stands for something else entirely. But welcome back to the program. Hey, listen. So my cousin here, Barry Hilton.
How's it, my cousin?
How you doing, man?
I'm great.
Good to see you. Check out the shirt. Got some merch on there too.
Yes. Yeah.
So Barry, listen. I understand that you're branching out and doing something new now, some motivational talks.
Yes, I'm doing inspirational talks, and it's all based around mental health and how.
Well, that sounds depressing.
Yeah, no, it's actually very funny. The talk is actually very serious, but it's seriously funny, and
Okay.
it goes across. I give all these stories about what really bad things that have happened to me in my life, suicidal thoughts, my brother dying of cancer, my mom dying, my dad dying, and just bad things, and how I've used every time I defaulted back to humor to get me through. You know, even the darkest of places, I've used humor. Got it from my dad, from my brother. My brother actually phoned me up one day, said to me, "I've got to tell you something, I've got cancer." And I was like, wow, where did you get it? Meaning,
Yeah.
and he said to me, "Cape Town, that's where I live." And that's how we treated his thing until he died.
Yeah.
We laughed about it. So it's a very good talk. I'm actually doing it for corporates, and it's really cool. And it's called Barry Hilton, My Life in 3D.
In 3D.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people know you for a long time for your comedy. You've been doing this for
42 years.
Well, I was going to say it's been a while. I wasn't going to say how many years, but it has been quite a while. So people know you for that. Now this is something completely different.
It's 100%. It's like it's completely different because I'm addressing a new audience. I'm addressing business people. I'm addressing people that face everyday problems. You'll be surprised how many people have got mental issues in the background. And it's not, when you think mental issues, you think like, no, it's just stress, it's pressure, depression, anxiety, lack of self-worth,
Lack of confidence.
Lack of confidence. It's huge. So it's massive out there, and it's actually, I think I've hit the button because a lot of companies now are actually have almost like a division that deals with these problems in the HR division. So it's good. I'm very excited. It's like, for me, instead of being a comedian, I'm getting on there, I'm giving a message, and I'm giving back to the community.
And you're reaching people.
Yeah.
So, Barry, I got to tell you, we've been sitting down. We had a coffee, and you had a rooibos, and I had a red cappuccino. So we both had rooibos. Not really a coffee, but we had a coffee, and I can see the enthusiasm. I mean, not that you were kind of depressed last time I saw you, but I mean, this is kind of infectious. I'm excited.
Absolutely, it's great. I love it, and it's really cool. I did a really big one yesterday for a big corporate, and I absolutely smashed it. I can honestly say that people just absolutely loved it. It was really cool. And what's nice about it, when people come to me after my talk and say to me, thank you, well, this is what's happened to me. How did you manage with yours? I said, I do this. Okay, cool. But my advice to everybody is, don't mess around. If you're having a problem, it's okay if you've got a mental problem. If you're struggling with some sort of mental issue,
everybody
go and see somebody.
Yeah.
Speak to a professional. I did. And I'm okay now.
So, for the most part.
So that's what you should do. So my talk, Barry Hilton, My Life in 3D, it's about resilience through humor.
Well, it sounds pretty cool. A strange thing happened to us when we were here at Crystal Beach. People kept coming up. They recognized something.
They recognized you.
Yeah.
And then they said, they recognized Chris first. Oh, Chris, da. And then they went, oh, hello, my cousin. What are you doing here?
Well, the first guy came up. I thought he wanted to interrupt and say hey to Barry, so I stepped back and he came to me. I
was on the other side of the pole, or the pillar, and I just heard, oh my gosh, my son absolutely loves you, the lady.
Oh, yes.
So the weirdest thing. That's as it is. It's a whole new world for me now. I'm going into this corporate space. I'm really enjoying it, and if you want to hear a really good speech, go and have a look at my site. Can I tell them?
Yeah, please do.
BarryHilton.com. Go and have a look. My Life in 3D.
Awesome. So real quick before we go on this, I wanted to ask you, are you still doing your comedy?
Oh yes, I still do comedy. I love doing comedy. I stopped doing the really big shows like 10 years ago because I was I had enough of that. I prefer the smaller 150 to 300.
Like the one I went at Somerset West.
Yes.
It was really nice. Yeah, it's very intimate.
Great. Yeah, it's nice. It's easy, and I enjoy it because my style. I interact with people all the time, and I found it very difficult. And I worked at Sydney Opera House, you know, and the
Massive.
closest person to me was over there somewhere, you know, 2,500 people. And that was my last actually huge gig I did. I remember I did 2.5 hours, and for the last 20 minutes, all I could think about was when I flew home, what we're going to have on the bride.
Sounds very
And
South
I
African.
phoned my wife Sandy. I said, you know what? I'm over this big stuff. I've done it. I've done Vegas. I've done the Royal Albert Hall. I've done the Sydney Opera House, big Perth, and all that stuff. So, yeah, and I've done LA. It's great. So, there comes a time where you think, okay, next.
Yep. Your time becomes more valuable.
Yes. I mean, I'm in the last sort of bit of my life, and I want to enjoy it as much as I can.
So, do you have any upcoming comedy shows in your future?
People can look at either my Facebook, Barry Hilton Official, or on my site, you know, barryhilton.com. But we're just making a plan. Sandy does it, you know, my wife does it, because basically, I admit I'm stupid. I don't understand. I wake up in the morning and say to Sandy, "What's up?" She says, "Oh, by the way, 3 o'clock you've got to be at the airport." Why? Because you're going to go to Joburg for X. I am.
Just point me in the right direction.
Yeah, that's what I do. So, but now the beauty about the talking is the fact that it's mainly during the day. So it's nice. I could actually
you got your
possibly
evenings.
fly to Johannesburg, do a talk, and fly home.
Same day.
Yeah.
Well, folks, the man, the myth, the legend, none other than Barry Hilton, my cousin. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Pleasure. Enjoy your stay in South Africa.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Cool.
Cheers.